Good morning. Day 3, yeah. And I just wanted to give you a realistic look at what's going on here. It's just, I'm in the tent. There's mosquitoes out there. There's all my stuff. Just made coffee. Currently looking at where I'm going today, which is Marlette Campground, I hope. So I got into camp at about 7 p.m. last night. I brushed my teeth and laid down. I was so exhausted. I haven't had an appetite really at all this whole trip. I'm not hungry right now. I've got to eat something before I go, but I'm just not hungry. And I slept for 11 hours. I slept until 6 this morning, and it wasn't great sleep. It was tossing and turning again, but yeah, in the tent for 11 hours because I needed it. At one point before I fell asleep last night, my shoulder muscles kind of seized up. It was really painful, and just my arms are frozen. I couldn't barely move my arms. So I got some ibuprofen, and I think that helped. But still pretty sore today. So we'll see how this morning goes. I realize I'm running low on batteries, which is a bummer. I still have battery, but my banks are getting low or almost out. So I gotta figure that part out. So I'm not gonna record too much, but just wanted to give you an idea of what's going on. I feel terrible, honestly. My body's like in shock. I did 20 miles yesterday, which I think was too much, but I had to get to a campsite. I was walking for 10 miles on a ridge, carrying 5 liters of water, and I had to walk that far, had to hike that far to get to the spot where it was suitable to camp. 20 miles, too much. But good thing is I made up my days, or my miles, so that I'm on track now, because I need to do at least 15 miles a day. So now I've done a total of 34. And it's 17 to Marlette today. I should have enough water to get there, because I'm going to stop at Spooner Lake where there's water. So that's the plan. See you there. Okay. Almost finished packing up to head to Spooner Lake, and wanted to tell you the campsite. So I'm halfway between Kingsbury and Spooner, I think. I thought that I was halfway, and then when I look at the map this morning, it says that I'm still 8 miles from Spooner, which is a bummer, but I wanted to let you know where I am. If you're coming from Kingsbury to Spooner, after 5 miles or so, you're gonna be on a ridge the whole time, but finally it'll open up into this area that has suitable camping for sure. That's the trail right there, so it's very much on trail, and so you kind of can't miss it. That's where it is. The ground is really soft and sandy, so again, if you're using the mini groundhogs like me, you're going to need some extra support, and you're going to have to dig out a little bit. I'm definitely going to upgrade to the larger ones. Yeah, this is the area. I'm off to Spooner. Okay, about a mile in. Gorgeous view of the lake. I'm pretty sure that is a hot air balloon on a barge. Is it gonna take? No, maybe it's too small to be a hot air balloon. It's some type of a balloon on a buoy or a barge, some sort. Oh, it's beautiful though. Well, I've made it to the bench, which feels like a very big achievement for me. Day 3, mile 1.18. I'm gonna pause this, enjoy it for a moment. Oh my God.
it's beautiful. I'm guessing that's a weather balloon. Yeah, that would make sense. Y'all, this is so hard. I don't know if I've started on the harder side or I'm just out of shape. I don't know. It's really hard. I hope that I get my trail legs, as they say, and it gets easier. All right, onward to Spooner. So I just passed a really nice couple in their 70s, I guess, and they're almost done with the trail. They're going clockwise. It's so hard, but look, if they can do it, I can do it. So that was really helpful and motivational. And they were super nice and took my picture. For a second, I thought I could smell bacon and eggs. I think I'm finally hungry. Well, it's been all downhill from the bench, which is hard on the legs, but good for cardio. And now it's time for the climb to Spooner Summit, which is 3 miles. Okay, I've made it over the highway, Highway 50, and now I could keep going, which is to stay on trail, but I'm not. For the first time, I'm gonna deviate off trail, go down, rest, picnic table, trash can, I hope, all these things, and then come back up and then continue on. What I thought was gonna be a climb into Spooner Lake was absolutely a descent. Lost a lot of elevation, some of it very steep, hard on the legs, and tells me I've got a lot of climbing to do next. So after a detour of 3.5 miles, I'm back on trail. I don't know if it was worth it, y'all. I mean, I think it was. I went to the Spooner Lake Visitor Center and they had plenty of water, a real bathroom. I washed my hands, my face, sat down at a picnic table and ate a meal, replenished all my water. But oh my God, getting there and getting out was a trek. And it took a lot of time. It's now 1:21. I've hiked 10 miles and I gotta hike 10 more miles to Marlette. I got 2.5 liters of water. Okay, so here's an update. I'm currently about 6.5 miles from Marlette. There's a campground this way, but it's 1.2 miles down, steep down, and steep up. And there's no water there, and I hear it's not a great campground. This is where I came from, and so what I have to do is continue on 5 miles to campground and hope that there's water. I have enough water to get me there, and Far Out app says that there was a trickle 0.2 miles past the campground, but if it's not a trickle, I'm in trouble. Gorgeous view. So maybe there's some rain over there. Clouds have been looking a little dark. Oh, I hope not. So much elevation. I keep thinking I'm near the top, and it just keeps going on. It's pretty, but it's hard. I just have to make it the top of the pass here, and then it's all downhill to the campground. Y'all, I'm really high up, and this is straight down. I'm ready to get off the side of this cliff. Also, the winds picked up a minute ago. It was pretty freaky. Just a little further to go now. Just look at that view. Yeah, I assume I'm going down there, but I'm not camping near a lake. I don't know if that's a part of Lake Tahoe. Is that like a bay or something, or just a separate lake? I don't know. But I know I've only got like 100 more feet elevation before I start going down. Okay, I honestly can't believe I did that. Came all the way around that cliff and all the way up here, and I'm at this little outlook. And look at this juniper. Very pretty. I guess I have to keep going, man. I don't know when this ends. There's a Jeep road down there I would love to explore. I guess it goes to that lake. This doesn't. I'm finally off that ridge line and it's opened up. Look at those clouds. Oof. Now it's just wide open spaces. Trail goes that way. Sure enough, that's Marlette Lake. And it's beautiful. I don't know why I can't get water from it at the campground, but I guess not, too far away. We're officially cruising downhill to Marlette Campground. I'm so happy. I was so done with climbing. Down, down, down. I guess a few more miles. Back at the junction, I thought it was 6.5. The sign said 5, so I'm not really sure. More miles, but they're downhill, off the top of a mountain, off the side of a ridge. I gotta be honest, being super exposed like that and by yourself and storms surrounding you, pretty scary. And I'm so grateful that the bottom didn't fall out while I was on that ridge back there. That would have been terrifying. I don't know what I would have done. But onward to Marlette. The only concern now is water. Carrying the poles, pretty much speed walking this thing. Got like 2.5 more miles to go. It's starting to rain a little. Hope it blows over. And I'm ready to get to this campsite and find out about the water situation. So I'm booking it. Of course I was wrong. There's more up. I'm never gonna trust the far elevation map ever again. It doesn't look like much, but at the end of a long day, it's a grind.